So, Chris, when should we expect all that wet weather associated with this storm to hit us?
Yeah, that won't be until a little bit later on tonight, especially during the overnight and into early on Thursday morning. And I know trying to word this has been tricky because typically when we talk about a storm headed towards southeast Louisiana, we're referring to the center of the storm. Well, the center is actually going to be moving over Houston, but the storms themselves are almost 150 or more miles away from the center. This has always been a very asymmetrical kind of one-sided storm, and wind shear 1 is keeping it very weak. Center of it is actually over land, but all the thunderstorms are well removed, and it'll be the thunderstorms that we track moving our way. It's already within range of our radars, and we have been getting some shower activity loosely associated with it inland. More of the heavier rains come in later on tonight, and especially overnight after midnight. Here's a satellite loop of there is definitely a surface circulation, so it's clearly that is where the center is. The problem is that it's difficult to say that's where the strongest winds are, because the strongest winds are actually well removed within these thunderstorms that are out over the open Gulf. So thankfully it is not going to further strengthen. That is not a worry. What we have actually been seeing is I think that dry air is playing a little bit more of a role, and a lot of our rainfall totals have been inching downward. So that is a positive. Don't breathe that sigh of relief. We still could easily see flash flooding on both sides of the lake. However, the greater threat for more accumulation totals still looks to be more in this corridor coming in from the almost Atchafalaya Basin onto the North Shore, and that is going to be where we watch for potential river flooding going into tomorrow.
Chris, big question for many people commuting tomorrow morning. Should drivers expect this to impact their morning commute?
The morning commute will be an issue, especially north of the lake. Looking at the timing of a lot of our rainfall, we probably get into the rain early morning on the South Shore, and then as we continue beyond daybreak, a lot of the heavier rain is already on the North Shore, and at least this model kind of keeps that rain north of the lake going well into the afternoon. May start to see some building showers toward the South Shore, but it does look like at least the early morning hours, more the city, and then starting to shift north of the lake in those kind of pre to post dawn hours.
Okay.